Hello, my name is Tim and I have a story for you from Tibet, a story of Frog and Tiger. Once upon a time, Frog was having his breakfast down at the river, catching bugs with his tongue, when all of a sudden who should come through the jungle but Tiger, and Tiger did not look very friendly. "Frog, this is your unlucky day. I have not eaten in 3 days and I am so hungry. Normally, I wouldn't bother with a tiny creature like you, but I've got to eat something." Frog had to think quickly. Mr. Tiger, you don't want to eat me because I'm king of the frogs, yes. And because I'm king, I have special powers. So I'm actually stronger and more powerful than you, so you don't want to eat me. "That can't be true. There's no way you are stronger than me." "Well, I can prove it. We should have a jumping contest, and I can jump much farther than you can." "Well, just because you're a good jumper, everyone knows frogs can jump, but this river is so wide, I could clear it in a single leap. You're too tiny, Frog." "Well, let's have that contest. Let's put it to the test." And so, Tiger crouched down to prepare to leap over the river. And as he did so, he swished his tail. And as he swished, Frog leapt up and bit down on that tail as hard as he could. And Tiger didn't feel a thing. That's how small and tiny and weak Frog was. But Frog held on, and Tiger sailed across that river in a single leap. And when he landed on the other side, his tail flicked around, and Frog flew off into the bushes. Tiger called back across the river. "Now, Frog, it is your turn to jump." "Why are you calling across the river? I've already jumped and obviously landed much farther than you." And Tiger saw how far Frog had gone into the jungle. "All right, I'll grant you are a better jumper than me. That does not make you stronger or more powerful. I could tear you apart with a single bite." "Ah, but you don't know what kind of terrible bite I have. In fact, I ate a tiger yesterday for breakfast." "You did not." "I can prove it. Let us have a vomiting contest." "I'm sorry, I thought you said a vomiting contest." "Yeah, let's both throw up what we have in our stomachs, and that way I can prove to you how terrible a foe I am." "I'm not going to be throwing up the contents of my stomach." "Well, if you want everyone to think you're just too afraid to have a contest with little old Frog, fine. I'm not afraid of you." Try as he might, Tiger had nothing in his stomach to bring up, and so nothing but drool came out of his mouth. Frog, on the other hand, had a full belly full of water beetles and dragonflies, and legs and carapaces and heads and thoraxes came spilling out. But do you remember what Frog had in his mouth not 2 minutes ago? Tiger's tail. So mixed in all that regurgitated insect parts was tiger fur. "Frog, tell me what that golden hair is in your pile of vomit." That's the tiger I ate yesterday for breakfast." "You don't say. I just remembered I need somewhere else to be right now." And Tiger took off running. He was running through the jungle so fast, no one had seen him run that fast in ages. And in fact, Fox watched him go by. And he said, "Tiger, why are you running?" Tiger stopped. "I'm getting away from the king of the frogs who threatened to eat me." "Frog tricked you. I know a trickster when I hear about one. That little frog couldn't hurt you. Why, I could take on that frog. I could eat that frog for breakfast." "You could not, Fox. He would tear you apart. He'd eat you like he ate the tiger yesterday." "Look, I'll go back there and prove it." "You will not. You'll run away in terror as soon as you get near him." "I can show you." Well, at last they decided to go together to find out whether Frog was as terrible as Tiger thought he was. But on one condition, Tiger insisted that Fox and Tiger tie their tails in a knot together. Tiger didn't want Fox running away in terror. Meanwhile, Frog was down by the river enjoying the day, starting to eat some more bugs when he heard and saw Fox and Tiger coming. Ah, Fox, good to see you again. Thank you so much for bringing a tiger for my breakfast yesterday. Oh, what's this? You brought me another one? You shouldn't have. Well, that was all Tiger needed to hear. He turned around and took off running up the side of a mountain and down the other before he stopped, dragging Fox with him the entire way. And they say, from that day to this, tigers no longer have any interest in frogs.